The people who are here, they are so ready for it. How badly do they want to be?
Let me ask you something.
Bob, keep on talking to the people. They might never hear your voice again. Keep on talking to them for a little while until you're cool, man.
Well, it's the people have a voice inside of them that talk to them, you know. That is the voice that these people must listen to. Because in everything you're going to do, there's a wrong way and a right way. And if you listen good, you will know the right way.
True.
You know? Because there is a voice inside talking to everyone. See?
True.
See?
I worry about you, Eddie. I really do.
You look better than ever.
I know
dude.
you're
have
doing
no
great,
idea.
but I worry about you going down these rabbit holes of thought.
What's the big deal? Who cares if the Earth is flat? It's gotta be some this CIA spam. And that's the way it
What?
You want to follow your nowhere. Don't try to go anywhere. Just stay where you are.
And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so...
The radio has been used as propaganda. You just apply this to everything. Dinosaurs for kids. Radio, TV, and the movies have always been about propaganda. The Earth is spinning. All over the
Climate scientist, but you're a very distinguished scientist and astrophysicist. Not true.
The terrorist organization known as the Resistance have been causing havoc on the streets at night. We urge you to remain vigilant. If you know anybody who could be affiliated with the Resistance, report them to the authorities immediately.
Well, fellas, look what
Everyone is gonna find out eventually. It's all. No one ever gets into flat Earth and then turns back. You don't.
A bacon hair and curfew bot working together? If I'm gonna be honest, that seems pretty sus.
Maybe he's taking it out for a walk. Let's not...
So the well I move with the oneness they can't comprehend. Divine instruction manifest their end. No one can stop it, we don't pretend. The earth is screaming, I and I descend. Upon creation we set global trends. Originality is my weapon. Show them know it's from creation. So easy as a moving seed and the stem, yo. Creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing to say is you don't understand. Man was meant to walk this land. Yeah, creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing you can ever say is you don't understand. Yo.
How could I lose something oh so bravely? Making love to you while we making some babies. But if life was lived oh so safely, then maybe we could have had both them babies. Trial and error, reckless young fella, losing my mind while I'm using something better. Just cause grace is almost in my reach doesn't mean it's off to sleep, cause all ain't sweet. I'm struggling just to keep on standing, cause damn sure ain't feeling another rough landing. Been to rock bottom plenty times before, discovered sub-levels and ocean floors. Just opposed to the juxtapose, just chilling in position, juxtaposition of the master copy, straight hard body, posted up hard in the lobby, representing God's body.
Creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing to say is you don't understand. Man was meant to walk this land. Yeah, creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing you can ever say is you don't understand.
carried away to torch souls and I heard cries. Beautiful skies, catching the flight of butterflies where creation lies by disguise. Guys defies any rise, international wise guys. And it ruined me how they doing our community to keeping us divided, cause the real key is unity. See, it's the you and me that truly be moving me. Understand it's to learn and know what real freedom could truly be. Liberation with desperation, so even waiting fix for reparation of one united Latin nation. No information and delegation, cause y'all been faking, see our times are wasting, and we've been craving some new creation. A final destination for we to be free. Extend the family tree, yeah, just to do me. And I hope hopelessness don't crush this fist, defending this mind that is entwined with this shit.
Said that creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing to say is you don't understand. Man was meant to understand. Yeah, creation is a mystery for man. Smartest thing you can ever say is you don't understand.
Yo, a flash of light, the moment of creation. I'll be that spark to awaken my sleeping nation. Steady and patient, slated to be replacing the played out and overrated. Aided by divine inspiration, I'm soul plated, dangerously created, made it with the cadence. And the babies came out faded, paraded around to hate it. My mixture painted dark picture, hence I'm discriminated. Somehow I made it, evaded self-destruction laid into the culture invaded. Aided my healing process is raining. I'm training anyways, banging the pots and pains. Purple haze and lost days, my discipline missing the action. Aim it to maintain, need to re-up on my passion. Watching my heroes corrupted by fame, trucking on just the same. Getting up in the game, man, you could trust I'm the type to say it right to your face. No pretense for rejects, now eject the tape.
So, you know, there's a reason why we're witnessing these developments.
Now we're okay here.
Mandrake, you realize that in addition to fluoridating water, well, there are studies underway to fluoridate salt, flour, fruit juices, soup, sugar, milk, ice cream. Ice cream, Mandrake? Children's ice cream?
You know when fluoridation first began?
No, I don't get that.
1946. 1946, Mandrake. How does that coincide with your post-war commie conspiracy? How does that coincide? It's incredibly obvious, isn't it? A foreign substance is introduced into our precious bodily fluids without the knowledge of the individual, certainly without any choice. That's the way a hardcore commie works.
Jack, listen, tell me, Jack, when did you first develop this theory?
Well, I first became aware of it, Mandrake. Of emptiness followed. Loss of essence. I was able to interpret. I can assure you it has not recurred, Mandrake.
I'm right now, the last couple months, I've been messing around with this idea of cognitive dissonance.
The retirement we receive is the standard Air Force retirement. Some people who are astronauts gave that up to go into the reserve so that they could get promoted to 1 or 2 star general. You don't get into this business.
Did you know that 2% of Americans firmly believe in the flat Earth theory? Yes, you heard it right. In the age of space exploration and satellite images, there exists a group of people who reject the notion of a spherical Earth. Instead, they believe that we live on a flat plane, a disk, surrounded by a mysterious edge. This, my friends, is the crux of the flat Earth theory. Despite the overwhelming scientific consensus supporting a round Earth, these flat earthers hold their ground, making up around 2% of the American population. That's over 6 million people. They find their belief in various interpretations of evidence, from the Bible to empirical observations. Now, you might be scratching your head wondering how and why this theory persists. But that's the beauty of it. It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, shrouded in mystery. So buckle up as we delve deeper into this fascinating theory and explore the mysterious limits of a supposed flat Earth. What if you were told that everything you've learned about the Earth's shape is a massive conspiracy? Imagine your world turned upside down, or rather flattened out. This is the reality for those who subscribe to the flat Earth theory. These believers, these flat earthers, they view our world quite differently. Stepping into the shoes of a flat earther, you quickly realize that their perspective is not based on a whim. Instead, it's rooted in a deep-seated belief in a grand conspiracy. A conspiracy so vast and intricate that it involves governments, space agencies, and scientific communities worldwide. They argue that these entities have been feeding the public a spherical lie for centuries. Flat earthers disregard traditional scientific evidence as part of this elaborate ruse. Photos of a round Earth from space, fabricated, the physics that support a globe model, misinterpreted or manipulated. They believe that those in power have a vested interest in maintaining the illusion of a spherical Earth. But what do they propose instead? They provide their own set of evidences. For instance, they argue that the horizon always appears flat to the observer, regardless of the altitude. They believe this is a clear indication of a flat Earth. Furthermore, they point to the behavior of water, which they state always seeks its level and does not conform to a curved surface. They also question why we can't feel the supposed spin of the Earth, and why, despite the alleged curvature, distant objects that should be hidden from view can still be seen. Flat earthers also lean heavily on their interpretation of ancient scripts and religious texts, which they argue describe a flat, stationary Earth. This perspective, while vastly different from the mainstream understanding, is held with conviction by those who subscribe to it. They are not merely contrarians or skeptics, but people who genuinely believe in a reality that is fundamentally different from the one accepted by most. Intriguing, isn't it? But there's more to this theory than meets the eye. Welcome to the Flat Earth Society, the hub for those who dare to question the status quo. Delving into a world that rejects the established scientific consensus, we stumble upon the Flat Earth Society. This organization, a beacon for those who believe our world is not a sphere but a flat plane, has been challenging the mainstream narrative since the mid-20th century. The Society's origins trace back to Samuel Shenton, an Englishman who, in 1956, founded the International Flat Earth Research Society. Shenton was a man of conviction, unwavering in his belief that the Earth was flat. He dedicated his life to promoting this unconventional perspective. Upon Shenton's passing in 1971, Charles K. Johnson took the helm, and the society was reborn as the International Flat Earth Society. Johnson, an American, was a tireless advocate, promoting the flat Earth theory through newsletters, interviews, and public debates. He worked tirelessly to keep the society active and its theory alive for more than 2 decades. Today, the society continues to thrive, using the power of the internet to reach a global audience. With an official website and active forum, the society provides a platform for discussions, debates, and dissemination of flat Earth ideas. The society has a diverse membership with people from all walks of life. Some are drawn to the society out of sheer curiosity, while others are ardent believers. Among the society's prominent members are celebrities like rapper B.O.B. and reality TV star Tyla Tequila, who have used their platforms to voice their support for the flat Earth theory. The Flat Earth Society plays a crucial role in promoting the flat Earth theory. They question the established scientific consensus, encourage open-mindedness, and foster a sense of community among like-minded individuals. They're not just a society but a movement, a collective of people who dare to think differently and challenge perceived reality. But what happens when we take a closer look at the edge of this flat Earth? Imagine setting sail on a journey to the edge of the Earth. What do you think you would find? In the realm of the flat Earth theory, the concept of the edge is a fascinating one. It's an idea that both bewilders and captivates, a tantalizing mystery that sends the mind whirling into the depths of the unknown. What does lie at the edge of the Earth, if indeed there is an edge at all? For some, the edge of our flat world is a vast, icy wall, an unscalable barrier forever separating us from the oblivion beyond. This belief is often accompanied by the idea that this wall is guarded by secretive entities, preventing any daring explorers from venturing too far and discovering the truth. Others, however, propose a different edge altogether. In their view, the world extends infinitely, a never-ending plane stretching out into the cosmos. In this interpretation, there's no edge to reach, no boundary to cross. The journey to the edge of the Earth becomes a journey into infinity, an eternal odyssey into the unknown. Yet another belief suggests that the edge is not physical, but perceptual. It's a horizon that constantly recedes as you approach it, a vanishing point that always seems just out of reach. This idea posits that the edge is not a place, but a concept, an illusion created by our limited perspective. So, how does one journey to this elusive edge? By boat, by plane, or by foot? The answer is as varied as the interpretations of the edge itself. Some believe in secret routes, hidden passages that lead to the edge. Others think that the journey requires not a physical voyage but a mental one, a shift in consciousness that allows one to perceive the edge. The journey to the edge is a journey into the heart of the flat earth theory, a voyage into the unknown, the unexplored, the unfathomable. It's a quest for truth, a search for answers, an exploration of the boundaries of belief and understanding. So is there really an edge, or is it just another illusion in this grand theory? In the end, the true beauty of the flat earth theory lies in its call for exploration and questioning. Isn't that what the essence of science is all about? The relentless pursuit of answers, the insatiable thirst for knowledge, the unyielding desire to peel back the layers of the universe and see what lies beneath. It's about asking questions, challenging norms, and pushing the boundaries of what we think we know. It's about curiosity and skepticism. These two are the twin engines that drive all scientific exploration. Curiosity is what propels us forward. It's the spark that ignites the flame of inquiry. Skepticism, on the other hand, is what keeps us grounded. It's the tether that pulls us back. It's the brake that ensures we don't rush headlong into untested assumptions. Flat Earth theory, regardless of its veracity, embodies these principles. It's a call to action, an invitation to journey into the unknown, to step outside the comfort zone of accepted wisdom and chart your own course. It's an assertion that the world is not as it seems, a challenge to the conventional wisdom that the earth is round. So, I invite you, my friends, to explore this theory. Not because it's true or false, but because it's a testament to the power of questioning. A testament to the courage it takes to stand against the tide of popular opinion and say, wait a minute, what if... Don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone's word for it. Research, question, explore. Look at the evidence, weigh the arguments, and form your own opinion. This is not just about the shape of our Earth, it's about the shape of our thinking. It's about the courage to question, the willingness to explore, and the determination to discover. So, what do you think? Is the Earth flat, round, or something else entirely? The journey to find out is yours to take.
Looking at it's like what we're saying is so abstract. Lesson 1, no curvature there to be found. How can it be a ball if nothing about it is round? No. Lesson 2, 3/4 of the ground is covered in flat water. Do you hear the way that sounds? Lesson 3, take a look at the stars that you see at night. Same constellations that you've been seeing for all your life. And never trust NASA, cause nothing they say is right. They're lying right to your face and they mock us in plain sight. No. You can straight up see the wires and the green screen glitches and the water bubbles floating on the spacewalk missions. It's detestable. I refuse to be another vegetable. Pseudoscience garbage will to me be unacceptable. Anyone with eyes to see don't have to be susceptible. Dispose of your globe in the nearest waste receptacle. We backpacking.
Believe that the other ball is containing all those massive continents, then you're free to believe that.
Woke up this morning, the earth wasn't spinning. I was just dreaming, we were only lying.
Relax, take it easy.
Track, return of the Mac. Bet you think that the earth ain't flat. Bet you think that the globe is a map. Shit is all whack, shit's pretend. Live for the moment, don't live for the weekend. Religion and speech gotta kill to advance. Show liberty you got to defend, cause there ain't nothing else but your family and friends. Walk to the wall, wanna walls off the edge. Latest TikTok trends feeling so cringe. See the world different, switch up and lens. And I'm selling all this hoes for a couple of cents. You don't know the truth about most events, and neither do I, but I'm trying to advance. Plus the defenses of the polar fence, but they won't let me pass those coordinates. So blue balls, spaces, fake science fiction paints this landscape. Edge walls, I am told the Antarctic surrounds us all. Lane and weird, these planes of Earth, they got no curve. Moon makes tides, ain't you heard? All facts are blurred, it's not what you think, it's more absurd. Hell blue balls, spaces, fake science fiction paints this landscape. Edge walls, I am told the Antarctic surrounds us all. Lane and weird, these planes of Earth, they got no curve. Moon makes tides, ain't you heard? All facts are blurred, it's not what you think, it's more absurd. Popular is my consensus, I never wanna hear from a heliocentrist. I don't really care about a globalist interest, I'd rather be pompous and not pretentious. I start ascending to the 4th dimension and elevate my mind past my education. No exaggeration, can't take vacation to the place on earth owned by no nation. Try yourself, might get mowed down. What's left of your soul like you in Motown? Lost not found in the ocean now. The elites all know that the earth ain't round. Rocket ship sent to Bermuda, background generated by computers. State sponsored Rumors can't say you know who are a bunch of losers. No blue balls, space is fake, science fiction paints this landscape. Visuals, how you told the Antarctic is around the soul. Ain't it weird, these planes of Earth, they got no curve. Moon mixed tides, ain't you heard? All facts are blurred, it's not what you think, it's more absurd. No blue balls, space is fake, science fiction paints this landscape. Visuals, how you told the Antarctic is around the soul. Ain't it weird, these planes of Earth, they got no curve. Moon mixed tides, ain't you heard? All facts are blurred, it's not what you think, it's more absurd. Speak the truth with integrity, cause my word is my bond, it's my legacy. My enemies, they hate that I'm righteous and I don't burn out like a tank of nitrous. So huff balloons, still got my vices. Demonic folk always act the nicest. My simulations in an infinite crisis, they pray in the crowd, the Dionysus. My vice is just stay away, cause the world you grew up in is not the same. Ever since them towers didn't drop from a plane, ever since the demise of the American dream. Screamed when I went to the firmament, cause I couldn't get past or knew what it meant for the NASA folks. Your pics are jokes, it's Photoshop with AI strokes. Keep it real so y'all don't have to run from the truth, one day it'll catch you. Water on a ball, don't think that's natural. What's propaganda versus what is factual?
Yes, my world map is so old it still shows the Earth is flat.
I don't want to fool you here. Last month, for the first time since 1972, NASA released a blue marble, a single snapshot of the Earth taken from outer space. And so much has changed in the decades between that first picture and the second.
In 2002, Blue Marble 2.0, NASA's Rob Simon made this. And it had wide appeal too. For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simon's job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
That's what this is, a composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
So the land layer here comes from
the Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
And the tricky part here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Then
there was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space. But I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is photoshopped, but it's has to.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. There's no place to throw your trash.
Yeah, change the world.
I guess our slogan is catching on now.
Yeah, change the world.
Gravity.
Oh. Oh.
Think of what's happened on Google. You have a foreign power paying hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to run unidentified ads, going after a candidate to try to change the outcome of an American election. And Facebook, oversimplifying, saying, until recently, well, that's not our responsibility. What would you do if the local newspaper allowed ads to be put in the paper without any identification of who took out the ad? John Doe is a rapist. He has been convicted of rape. You just don't know it. Don't vote for him. With nobody's name on it. You think it's outrageous, right? What in the hell's going on? And by the way, there's only one thing I do know a whole lot about. And John served on the Defense Committee for 10 years. I know a whole lot about our foreign policy and our national security system. And I'm telling you, there's a full-blown, unadulterated assault on the openness of our electoral system.
More serious disfigurements require more drastic measures, such as full body robe and cloak,
Wednesday afternoon showing of Doughboys in action with a special news bulletin.
Doggone interruptions.
I'm looking out. Hey.
Interruptions.
The war will be back in just a minute, Arbuckle.
The United States has scored a beat on the Russians.
Call me a flat earther. If I told you, call me a flat earther.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322. You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
The moon landing happened exactly the way the whole world saw it.
We went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation.
If I could bottle up my life and make it into a fragrance. After a hard rain, the smell it makes on the pavement. But I don't smell that no more since the rain is created. Or they take away the rain with a chemical spray. I used to sleep in the back of my Suburban with a loaded strap, sleeping bags, and my girlfriend. Drank enough cognac to make the world spin with a notepad and a camera like a journalist. Blurting random words out like I had Tourette's. Never was the kind of guy who paid cash for sex. Rather just give tramps food stamps per head. Which Would you choose the jab or do the FEMA camp instead? I choose them both. Damn, boy, you's a masochist. Had to deactivate my Instagram, cause it's a bunch of fags looking for an ass to kiss. Got mad cause I called them crisis activists. Got a job at Red Cross from Count Dracula's. Half the staff caught staff were understaffed as shit. Taking anyone's blood, yo, go ask your friend. Jackie wouldn't lend a hand, so I tapped her wrist. The chick I had before that used to slash her wrist. Far away from that bitch, yo, I had to get. One thing I do now know for sure though is a man soweth what he eventually reap. I spent many winters in the penitentiary, waiting on my sentence to end and be eventually free. I searched intently for new words of interest to me, invented a few to improve linguistically. Sentence written with force centripetally. Every word seen and heard paints a picture to me. So picture me painting pictures with dictionaries. Picture my hand and my dick doing a missionary. Now it's very clear to me where I art thou. You heard the alarm, everybody in the yard, get down, get down, get down. Everybody, get to the chopper now. If I could bottle up my life and make it into a fragrance. After a hard rain, the smell it makes on the pavement. But I don't smell that no more since the rain is created. Or they take away the rain with the chemical spray. If I could bottle up my life and make it into a fragrance. After a hard rain, the smell it makes on the pavement. But I don't smell that no more since the rain is created. Or they take away the rain with the chemical spray. Osama bin Laden gave me an Obama phone, so I could call Barack Obama about that Omicron. That's on my mom. Got a tattoo while I was on the John of Michelle Obama's name on my arm. Same exact spot where they shot my Johnson and Johnson of a bitch it stung. Son of a gun straight from my dad Smith and Wesson. Gave me a bulletproof vest and his blessing. He said, son, do your best and don't mess this one up. Hide it close to your chest with your trim zipped up. Full clip dumping wet, them kids up. My dog's getting bigger, you know what I fed them pups. Got the head spinning like the exorcist. Feds tapping into my text messages. FedEx packages sent from Mexico to all the trap houses where my exes live. About to execute this order like executive. Orders executed more consecutive. Unset amount of days, some guess this is another Hunger Games episode of Death Wishes. Don't need Netflix to chill and have sex, bitches. She sucks at giving head but gives the best kisses. Headed to Texas in one of her Lexuses. She dealt to me the variant I'm infected with. My Sagittarius sign she's connected with. Very attracted to that like an electric switch. Hit that shit and anything magnetic sticks. Like jab after jab after jab you get. Unvaxxed, unwaxed, feeling fabulous. With a mic in my hand like an evangelist. Fighting traffic jams in Los Angeles. I'm like lightning in a can, you can't handle this.
Please welcome the delegates for the Cascara Liberation Front.
Okay, everybody stay sharp. This is big. This is bigger than the moonwalk. The world is watching this.
Well, I need to tell you all something. And it's the most important thing I could ever say to you.
From new teaching equipment. Yes, my world map is so old it still shows the Earth is flat.
It's gravity.
So when I say time is speeding up, what I mean really is that more and more...
And someone else says it's flat. That's worth reporting. That's worth reporting. That's worth reporting.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is... So nice to meet you. Hello, it's been a while, but go ahead and just smile. My name is... I got a treat for you.
Back with another flat earth jam to knock to. SpaceX, another thing to doubt to. They say earth is spinning and it's a ball, but honestly they don't even have any proof at all. Not even a video, pictures are always composite. Dropping knowledge like a bank deposit. I'm on the money when I said their pics are fake. Tired NASA playing game like I'm in an arcade. I'm about to go Hadouken like a Street Fighter. Taking it back to the 80s like Spencer for hire. The rocket landing is a joke, who's in charge? CGI for that to land on that barge. People actually believe what they see on TV. They'll believe the government when they finally get ET. When will America wake up to the lies? To worry about getting Big Mac and the extra fries.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is... My name is I got a treat for you.
That's right, Scarecrow's back in the building with a nice jam for all you lovely children. Trolls be hating, I'll be forever debating. Ain't got time for those that worship Satan. What's next? You're gonna apply to be a Freemason? Hide the history books, the facts you're erasing. How can y'all believe that? It amazes me, bro. Whoa, don't get uptight, don't tase me, bro. Yo, NASA, I got a quick question. Why is Earth a ball? Yo, it has me stressing. Neil Titan said it's a pear, but I'm not dissing. How can it be a sphere when the shape isn't? It might be a circle, but it might be a flat surface. But to lie about the earth, I think you have a purpose. But still, now they're trying to toy with your health. You believe whatever you wanna see. Everything's controlled, you're not as free as you wanna be.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is so nice to meet you. Hello, it's been a while, but go ahead and just smile. My name is I got a treat for you.
Well, hello there. Hi, nice to meet you. I'd like to tell you that the world's still flat.
And I can't believe anything you said. I can't believe anything. The blood is thicker than the atmosphere. Like over the years with Columbus came.
Check.
Sex in the sky, not on TV.
Have you ever heard of the flat earth theory?
The flat earth theory?
Yeah, flat earth. The idea that the earth is flat.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
He's never been abroad before. So I said, anywhere in the world you want to go, anywhere in the world, that's where...
sleep in the daytime and I work in the nighttime. I might not ever get home. This ain't no party, this ain't no disco, this ain't no fooling around. I love to hold you, I love to kiss you, but I ain't got to hold it down. Trouble in transit, got through the roadblock, we blended in with the crowd. We got computers with tapping phone lines, know that that ain't allowed. I make me shiver, I make them tender, I make a pretty good team. Don't get exhausted, I'll do some driving, you're gonna get you some sleep. We dress like students, we dress like housewives, we wear a suit and a tie. I don't know what I look like. Burn all my notebooks. What good are notebooks? They won't help me survive. My chest is aching and it looks like the burning. The burning keeps me alive.
So how do we know the Earth is not flat?
We don't. It's flat. That whole area is called the Mediterranean. Well, Mediterranean translates to Middle Earth. The people lived there were sure they were in the middle of the Earth. That can only be true if you think Earth is flat. Well, we have many lines of evidence to show that Earth is round, including Apollo photos of the round Earth.
If you want to get into it, the Earth isn't quite a sphere. It's a little bleh. Its spin is a little bleh, stretched it, made it slightly oblate.
So it's not actually a sphere. 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 It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it.
And you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
The world is flat. And it's a conspiracy of scientists and others who published these pictures where the world was round.
The world is flat. And it's a conspiracy of scientists and others who published these pictures.
I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. There's no place to throw your trash. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe not you, but your kids develop ways to mine our landfills. We throw away so much valuable stuff right now, especially raw materials. I may be wrong, of course. I always may be wrong.
Because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes, walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.